Welcome back to Minecraft. And to what most will be able to tell, a much more finished version of my castle. So yeah, I've been quite busy the last couple of weeks, and it now has a roof. And yeah, it's beginning to look quite big, isn't it? And it also now has a building over here, which will be a combination of a kitchen downstairs and some barracks upstairs. And I kind of wanted to talk a bit about my design of the castle, because, well, as most will be able to see, the main keep is still, well, at least supposed to be quite defensible. How did I get up there again? I'm sure I built something for that, but I kind of forgot what. Yeah, it's been some time since I last played. What are you doing in here? Oh yeah, my kitchen is still a bit too dark. Christ, it's busy in here. And now I'm attacking it from the wrong side as well. Because the way that swirling staircases go. Oh, and yeah, these are little shooting places where you can shoot at the enemy if they ever breach the wall. But yeah, which way a staircase spirals is... Well, they also think about that. It's a lot easier, in fact, to fight with a sword against people who come up your... who go down the staircase. Then it's much easier to fight than it is when you go up it. But yeah, as you can see, I also... Well, you can walk alongside here because, well... oh yeah, that's how you would get up on here. I guess I need to place some lights on the top of my roof. Annoying. Oh, we have a new minion. Welcome, Roomleaf. Yeah, not that he will ever see this, but oh well. But yeah, this leads to my huge main tower. But as you can see, this entire thing is made to be quite defensible. But, well, if this was a real castle, it could kind of work, but it would not be the best. For instance, just the keep itself doesn't have layered defenses. If there is any breach, it will be hard to keep the castle. I need to... Ow. Yeah, I really need to place some lights on here, but I don't know how to do that in a way that doesn't just look like, oh, you place some bloody lights on here. But yeah, if there is any breach in this, in the keep, it will be hard to keep people off. Because if you get in here, well, I might be able to place some kind of door in here as well. And then this could be a great killing room if I make some murder holes. But in the current state, it's not the greatest. And, well, that's the main gate. I mean, it's a really big gate, and, well, it's a stone gate, which would probably be a metal enforced gate in real life. But if you breach this, you have access to the main hall. I mean, you still need to fight up some stairs, which is not exactly... Well, it will be hard, because, well, it's easier to fight downwards than it is to fight upwards. But it's still not the greatest. But it's mainly a case of, well... The main defense of this castle is, of course, the outer wall. Because there you have multiple layers of defense. First you have a moat with a couple drawbridges, and then my drop gates, and only then do you make it into the actual castle. And, well, I think it's a pretty good defensible place. Yeah, I'm still feeling my kind of not having let's played and recorded in a while, because I still have breathing problems while recording. And yeah, so I have... Well, this place has 4 gates, and each gate is of course a weak point. But it also means that, well, if you have 4 gates, you also need to blockade 4 gates if you want to starve out a castle. And, well, this is probably my most defensible gate. Because it doesn't only have the normal gate and a long bridge that you need to cross. It also has a nice defensible tower over here. That also has a normal bridge over here. So first you need to come over this bridge, which is not exactly great if you are an army. Because, well, one person it's easy to cross here with as one person. But to bring an army across a one bridge, not exactly perfect. But then you need to make it across here while archers have free reign to shoot you. There's also a drop gate here. Then you need to make it over this drawbridge, which is of course controlled from here. So it's not like you can open this, you can come across this drawbridge if you take over that tower. Then you have this nice stretch of bridge that you need to also make it past as an army, while also of course getting shot at. The other gates aren't quite as well defended, I think. Because, well, this one has... Well, it has no extra towers and everything. What it does have is pretty much open field here, so... Yeah, you can kind of hide in these buildings and behind these buildings, but... Well, this nice walk... Yeah... Arrows. Lots of them. The last one is probably by far the weakest point, although... Well, maybe actually this one might be the weakest. And I will explain. Because this one has buildings closer, and then of course here hills and trees. But probably the thing that might make the other one a weaker point is that it might be easier to build some siege weapons. Because here, well, either you have to build a siege weapon right over here while being able to be shot at, Because I think that, yeah, even from here, you need to get right up to here to not be able to get shot from my castle. And the other place, well, you can make some siege weapons, because over here, well, there's a hill. Siege weapons are not all that good at going over hills, I think. No. And yeah, this is kind of a way you can make it past this one, but past the drawbridge for the most part. But it's not really an option for entire armies now, is it? The last tower is, my last gate, is probably the reason why this castle would be really hard to take over. And you might think, well, if they break through one gate, then they will be able to take over your castle. True. Yeah, I have no idea what that is. But if they can't break through it, and oftentimes when besieging a castle, actually taking over the castle is one of the harder parts. So a normal siege was, we surround your castle and we are just going to starve you out. That's going to be hard over here, as this castle has a nice little harbour. So you're going to try and starve out a castle that can bring in food from over this lake. And, well, my plan was also to make the... Over there's a bit that's kind of closing this large lake. But I thought about maybe trying to open that up a bit, so it's really kind of a small part of an encapsulated part of a sea with a real sea closer by. And, well, you kind of can't close that off. Because how are you going to close off just an ocean? I mean, of course you could try to take over this place, but then you would need to come over here with ships, which would of course be hard, and, well, this gate also has a this place also has a drop gate and a drawbridge. It's slightly slower because, well, the mechanic of it goes quite far down. But it still works. So that's cool. So yeah, that's kind of a little tour through my castle and how it would historically work pretty well as a castle. No. And if you think that, well, you already did quite a few Minecraft videos the last couple weeks or months, why are you still doing them? Kind of because I'm too tired to do a lot of other stuff. Because, for those that don't exactly know, well, I'm doing a study again. That is, I guess, pretty well known at this point. Yeah, I'm still not quite sure what to do with that place under it. I kind of thought about connecting it with not these stairs, but with these stairs. And then going into it right here and maybe making it the master bedroom, but I don't know, I kind of thought about well, a crazy idea I'm having is I have a lot of space up here. So what if I make a tower that's kind of sunken? Huh, never heard this music before. But yeah, if I make a tower that's kind of sunken in here, then has a couple of support beams going up. Just a wooden tower, because, well, you can't suspend a stone tower with ease. And kind of make that the master bedroom. And yeah, every tower in my castle, every spiraling staircase in my castle also goes this way. Because, well, that's historically accurate. And I did talk about how historical accuracy is not required for immersion, but it can help. I'm also not saying that you have to not be historically accurate to be immersive, because, well, that would also be dumb. I need to raise these towers quite a bit still. Because, well, first off, they of course need to be higher than the roof. And I would kind of like it if they could shoot over these towers. Oh, and if I'm not saying something for a bit, well, that's probably me trying to remember to breathe. Because for some reason that is hard. At least for me it can be. Okay, these points annoy me. Oh god, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, that I've been very busy. This week, last Friday, we had to deliver 2 projects, and well, they were very big projects that took a lot of time, and well, they were just generally very complicated. Alright, look. I need that. And some black staircases. But yeah, I've been very busy, and well, this entire weekend, and yeah, this is recorded on a time that way later than I normally like to record my stuff, because this is recorded on Sunday. Normally I record these things on Thursday. No. Balls. There we go. So yeah, this is kind of last minute work, which is... I mean, it's fine. Oh yeah, I was going to talk about what these things are for. Well, let me kind of show you. These are kind of for the... I guess the structural support of this room. I really need to place some bloody torches in here. I already have a massive fireplace. Should that not be enough? But yeah, this is the kitchen. I might want to place some form of one of these structural beams from maybe over here. I could try that. There we go. There we go, although now it might look better if it's going all the way across, although then it's the question if I have the space for that over here. Seems like I do. No. But I did not have the staircases for that. But yeah, those little things on the other side, they... no, didn't I have a window over here? Oh well, it's a castle, it's not really supposed to have a lot of windows. At least not towards the outside, and because I don't have an inside, this castle just doesn't have a lot of windows. But yeah, these beams, they link directly, go directly into those on the other side, so it kind of looks like it's supporting it. Mainly in that cathedral kind of way, which... well, my castle also has a couple of those, which would definitely, if they really hold up the weight, would be very bad for a real castle, because then if you hit those support beams, the entire castle would come crashing down, but I like how they look. I like how they give some character to the entire thing. But yeah, I've been very busy and I'm very tired now. Let's have a look. Oh, and originally this part was 1 story high with a little tower on top of it, which looked okay, I guess. But the big problem with it was that, well, then maybe with a ladder or one person giving another person a boost, they would be able to get up on the roof, which is not exactly great, because, well, the keep is not really supposed to be able to hold off an army for weeks, but it's more something to maybe stop an army for a couple of days, so support can come in if they ever manage to break through the walls. And let I remind you, these walls are 6 thick everywhere, with just this little hallway open, and dig deep into the earth, so tunneling under it will also be very hard. Probably the weakest part about the entire thing is... no. Alright, didn't break it this time, luckily. But yeah, the weakest part about this castle is probably... oh yeah, this will take some time. Oh, this part's always monster infested. Piss off. Is probably this massive cavern under it, which, well, this part is under the wall, which I don't exactly like, because, well, that's one of the towers, so I might even change that at some point. Ow. Well, all of you just piss off. There we go. But yeah, I might do something about this part being under the wall. But there are no big caverns under my castle. Not under the keep itself. Because this all is the foundation of the kitchen. But with that, it's also part of the support for one of the towers and part of the main hall. So yeah, you won't be able to you might be able to dig under the castle walls with a lot of effort, but you won't be able to use it to dig under the keep itself. Because, well, even if you go down a bit, that thing for the most part goes down to the bedrock. So yeah, apparently this video turned out to be a let's give a tour through my castle and why it's actually a somewhat reasonable castle, I think. I mean, it's of course far from done. I mean, this tower needs to be higher, those towers need to be higher. I need to think of something that I can put over here. And the other side is also, well, I have no idea what I'm going to put over here. Very happy that that those creepers can't destroy things inside my claim. But yeah, if this was a real castle, it would be pretty good, I think. But yeah, let me know what kind of stuff I can build over here and over there on the side of the castle and above this huge hole, which is right now just mainly very empty. But yeah, let me know. And oh, this video even turned out to be of a somewhat reasonable length right back now when I've come kind of to a close. So, oh, and if you heard that, yeah, that was my toe snapping. I have really strange toes. But yeah, let me know if you enjoyed the video. Let me know what I should do with the rest of the building, because I am kind of out of ideas. I mean, I already have storage in here. I have a kitchen. Well, I'm building a kitchen over there. I have some barracks up there, although maybe I can build some more. Maybe a smith, that could be useful, of course, for a castle. Yeah, that could do. But yeah, give me some good ideas that I can do. And I need to fill that up. So yeah, I guess that will be the end of the video. Once I fix those pieces up. So yeah, this is, well, the idea of being able to get on the roof of the castle is, well, one, it's up high, so it would be a good place to start shooting people. I mean, should they be able to get up on that roof, well, we can still easily shoot them. And two, it would be very useful for maintenance. Alright, let's try not to fall down here. I mean, I have feather falling 4, I think. But it would still be unpleasant to fall that far down. I say while dropping down those all those stairs. Yeah, for some reason the lighting is a bit odd with those half slabs, but I can live with that, I think. But yeah, let me know what you think of the place, if you like the video, and if you and what I should do with the place. And I guess I'll see you in the next one. And maybe I'll do something that I can do something else, because this is kind of all I can do when I'm very, very tired. And so hopefully I won't be very, very tired very soon. But yeah, that's it from me for now. See you in the next one.